Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mahsa and we are going to be doing a May TBR today. I have filmed this intro so many times and that's because I keep trying to put "it's gonna be May," you know, Justin Timberlake in there, and it's not coming out right. It's super cringe, and as much as I love cringe, we're just gonna bypass it. So it is coming up to May, or it might already be May by the time you watch this, who knows, and it is time to do a TBR. So April was the magical readathon month and I went into it very ambitious. I went into it incredibly ambitious and things did not go to plan, and instead of reading the books that I had to read for the prompts, I was very deep into my Throne of Glass spiral. So instead I ended up finishing that series. So carrying on from last month, the two books that I really want to get read, and one of them I have started, that is The Hunger Games. Don't mind my little bookmark just dangling there. It's from my little shop, I made it, it's very cute. So The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, I started last month and I am currently, where am I? Page 42. I really want to get this finished this month. I don't know how I'm feeling about it, which is insane because The Hunger Games, the movies, I've seen so many times. I could probably quote the movies. They are my comfort films, and I went into it expecting to absolutely love the books, and Katniss is already annoying me. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna be finishing The Hunger Games this month. So in case you didn't know, The Hunger Games is a YA apocalyptic sort of book, and it is set in what would have been the United States, and it is after famine and everything has destroyed the country and destroyed the world, and everyone is split up into districts. I almost said factions, but that's incorrect. They are split up into districts, and in order to keep the peace, basically each district sends two children into the Hunger Games where they will fight till the death. You know, super light-hearted, just lovely stuff, and obviously the films are very popular. The next book carrying on from last month is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This is a Schitt's Creek inspired romance novel, which immediately I'm sold, and it's about a socialite billionaire that ends up getting cut off by her stepfather and sent to this tiny little town with her sister to run their late father's dive bar, where she meets the very handsome bearded sea captain that is right here. It's Alexis and Mutt from the Schitt's Creek TV show, which I loved, so I'm just really excited to read this. I want books that I can get through quite quickly because I can already feel myself getting a little bit slumpy from finishing Throne of Glass. But as far as romance books goes, this is pretty much on the chunky side for romance books, but I really want to get through this, and honestly I might even start rewatching Schitt's Creek. So like I said, I can feel myself getting a little bit like slumpy and into a reading slump post Throne of Glass, so I want something that's going to be easy to get through and basically quick to read, and this is way heavier than it looks, and that is Law Olympus Volume 1 by Rachel Smith. So this is a Hades and Persephone story. I think it started out as a webcomic and now is getting traditionally bound, but I do think you can still find it online. I've never gone looking for it. I do have a few of the books and I'll just be reading it like this. And it looks very cute. I've only seen good things about it. I'm not hugely familiar with the story of Hades and Persephone, to be quite honest with you. I know that he's obviously god of the underworld and she is like the goddess of spring, I think, and they somehow fall in love. But the Hades and Persephone thing seems to be very popular. There's a few other books on my TBR for future that are also Hades and Persephone, but I'm really excited to read this, and from everything that I've seen online, it's very cute and there's a lot of like mutual pining and it's just very cute. So this month I've got a lot going on, which generally means that I will be turning to audiobooks because I can listen to books and actually get work done at the same time. And I've got one this month and I might add more later on, but that is The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. So this is a beautiful fairy loot edition that I've got. And it is about, I honestly don't know a huge amount about this. So it's about a girl who at the age of 13 escapes a cult that is in the catacombs beneath this city. And she has magical powers which are very highly sought after, I believe. And she ends up getting captured by the king and is somehow roped into working for the king. And as always, things don't necessarily go the way that they're meant to, and she gets tangled up in politics and religion and forbidden romance, all the while her dodgy past is basically catching up with her. If I'm not wrong, this was one of the adult books, and generally speaking, like the fairy loot books that I've read, I've generally really enjoyed. There's a few of them where I've been like, maybe not for me, but this one I've heard really good things about, and I've also seen that the sequels have come out recently, so I want to get through this so that if I want the sequels, I can purchase the sequels while they're still in hardback. I also have one more book, which is very ambitious. I've put it on this month's TBR with not the intention, but with the full expectation that it will not get read this month and it will in fact get moved to next month and maybe continue to be on the TBRs until I get it read. It is a chunky book and it makes sense that it is Cresant City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I've read ACOTAR, I've now finished Throne of Glass. This is the only possible thing to pick up next, and I want to get through these 3 books from this series so that I can reread ACOTAR. That's my entire goal. And obviously I ended up falling in love with Throne of Glass and loving it, but this is a chunky book. It is huge, and I don't know if I'm gonna have time to physically read this entire book. I don't know, I might end up getting it as audiobook so I can listen to it while I work, but I would like to get through this either this month or next month. Now, I don't know a huge amount about this other than it has Bryce and Hunt and Rune Dannon, Prince of the Valboran Fae or something along. I just have my information from social media and I don't particularly want to know too much, again, because it's so popular and spoilers are everywhere, so I don't even want to read the synopsis. But it's about Bryce. She is the main character of the series and that's it. I don't want to know anything else. Don't tell me anything else because I will see spoilers and then I'll start connecting the dots and trying to figure it out, and I just don't want that. So these are the books that I'm going to try and get read this month. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 5, so in theory I should get through it, and one of them is like a YA book, so I should get through it quite fast, but we will see how I get on. I do think it might be a big audiobook month, but I will let you know because I currently don't have that many audiobooks downloaded and I paused my Audible subscription. So might have to reactivate the subscription, but thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Which do you think I'm gonna like more, or what did you think of them? Did you even like these books? And yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big ol' thumbs up. Please do consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps me out massively. And I will see you all very soon for another video. Bye!